it's Renee with Delaney Jane Cards. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be using the Rabbit Hole Designs Fearless stamp set in Colorado Crafts Lovely Legs Military Strong. It is November 14th, 2019, and today is World Diabetes Day. November is also Diabetes Awareness Month, but this card, this is to honor a very young lady. She is 6. She has type 1 diabetes, and they just recently found out. When I was pregnant with Delaney, I was lucky enough to find an online community of beautiful women that were all pregnant and due at approximately the same time, within 6 weeks of each other. I think there's one straggler. Everybody was due in December. Her baby was born in February. But otherwise, everybody was due in December. And we got pretty close, that group. And we really weren't all that close until I had Delaney, and Delaney passed away. And it, I think, made the other women really reevaluate maybe how they looked at parenting or how they appreciated their children. And I'm actually just really guessing here, but to this day, 6 years later, most of us are still friends. Online or not, we are friends. Well, this young lady, she is 6, so she is Delaney's age. She was born in 2013, and not that long ago, 5 months ago, she went from being a chunky little girl to super thin and frail and just not feeling well. Her mom noticed that she was not eating right. She was drinking so much and peeing so much and peeing her pants. And this mom, looking back, she sees the signs, but she didn't. And then there was one morning where this little girl got up and she couldn't speak right. She couldn't, she wasn't herself. She was unrecognizable. And this mom, she did the right thing, and she rushed her to an emergency room. Unsure if her daughter was going to live. She wasn't sure if she had just witnessed her daughter taking her last breaths. But thank God she is here today. Her blood sugar was over 1,300. Most people, grown men, big, huge grown men, they go into diabetic comas when their blood sugars are at 600. This little girl is a miracle. She has spent the last 5 months taking insulin, checking her blood sugar, not having any clue why she is different than anybody else. But she is a warrior. Her name is Nyla, and her mom's name is Shadow. And they are precious, precious people. They are asking that you take a minute to look into the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. If you or anybody you know has ever been affected by diabetes, especially juvenile type 1 diabetes, which I didn't know could be diagnosed later in life too, type 1 diabetes, I didn't know that. I have learned so much from them. But if you have a minute, I'll leave the link in the description box below where you can check out the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Anyway, back to Nyla. She's doing good. This is really hard for her and her mom. Her mom is learning that type 1 diabetes is not just a diagnosis for the child. It is a diagnosis for the parents and the family and the schools and everybody related to that child. They are watching those numbers every single day, every single minute of the day. They are up at night. They are taking care of this baby, making sure that she is good, that she is okay. So this card is simply for her. I'm going to send it to her. She should probably have received it. It is the Juvenile Diabetes ribbon. And usually that little red heart that I stamped on there, usually that's a drop of blood. I thought a little red heart would do the same. So as simple as this card is, it holds a lot of weight. I encourage you to be there for someone. That is a huge thing that I had no idea anything about it. So if you have a chance, check into the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Just take a minute to learn a little bit. Here I'm doing the Jen Bina trick with the white eraser and getting my little ink smudges off my card so that it is just as perfect as Nyla is. Anyway, here's some still shots of the card. I really hope that you comment below, send some well wishes for Nyla, and as always, give cards generously. Bye.